Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, how do people actually make this kind of money every week? $17,000 a week. It sounds unreal, right? Like something reserved for Wall Street guys in suits or people who inherited millions. But what if I told you that ordinary people who once struggled to pay rent, who had student debt, who started with nothing, are quietly making that kind of money every single week through smart investing? You might be thinking, that's impossible for me. But here's the truth. It's not about luck or being a genius or being born rich. It's about learning a few timeless principles and applying them consistently. It's about shifting your mindset from surviving paycheck to paycheck to building a life where money works for you even while you sleep. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to start that journey, how to go from zero experience to creating real financial freedom, and how that can eventually lead to a $17,000 weekly income. From the time we were kids, we were programmed with a formula that sounds good but keeps most people trapped forever. Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, save money. Retire at 65. But nobody told us the full truth. Saving alone doesn't make you rich. Inflation quietly steals your money while it sits in the bank. The system rewards people who know how to multiply money. Investors, not employees. Think about it. Rich people don't trade time for money. They trade money for more money. That's the game they're playing, and most people don't even know the game exists. Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." That quote hit me like a punch to the gut because it exposed my own reality. I was working long hours, saving a little here and there, but never getting ahead. And the truth was, I wasn't even in the game yet. So I started learning, reading books, watching interviews, following mentors, and one thing became crystal clear. Wealth isn't about luck or IQ, it's about habits and time. And that's when I discovered what I now call the $17,000 a week blueprint. The first step is mastering the habit, not the numbers. You don't need thousands of dollars to start. You need consistency. Start with $10, $50, or $100. The point is to train your brain to own assets instead of spending everything you earn. Every dollar you invest becomes a little employee that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's how you escape the trap, not by working harder, but by letting your money do the work. Next, automate and diversify. Use investing platforms that allow fractional shares. Don't chase hot stocks or try to time the market. That's how most beginners lose money. Instead, focus on long-term, low-cost ETFs and index funds. The goal isn't to make quick money, it's to stay in the game long enough to let compound interest do its magic. When you're consistent, time becomes your most powerful ally. Then reinvest everything. When your investments start paying dividends or generating returns, don't spend it, reinvest it. That's how your wealth starts to snowball. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He said, "He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Every time you reinvest, you're multiplying your results without extra effort. Once your investments start growing, create additional income streams. Use what you learn about money to build digital products, create a personal brand, start a YouTube channel, or launch a small business. Every skill you develop can be turned into income. That's how your financial system accelerates, one engine pushing the other. Investments feed your business funds your investments. Soon the cycle becomes unstoppable. Now, let's be real. Everyone fails at first. I lost money, I made bad investments, I doubted myself. But the difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't intelligence, it's persistence. Most people quit before the magic happens. Wealth is 90% mindset and 10% strategy. You can know every formula in the world, but if you panic every time the market dips, you'll never grow. You have to think long-term. Imagine going to the gym. You don't expect abs after one workout, but if you stay consistent, you see progress, slowly, then suddenly. Investing works the same way. At some point, your relationship with money changes. You stop chasing it, you start building it. You start valuing time over things, and that's when you begin to feel control, real control. People overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 10. You might not earn $17,000 next week or next year, But if you commit to learning, investing, and creating, you can absolutely reach that level within the next decade. If you invest $500 a month in an index fund, averaging 10% annually, in 20 years, you'll have over $300,000. Increase that to $2,000 a month, add side incomes, and you could be generating $17,000 weekly through dividends, passive income, and business growth. It's not overnight success, it's mathematical inevitability. The secret isn't chasing get-rich-quick schemes, it's building get-rich-sure systems. You don't need to be faster, you just need to stay longer than those who quit. But you also need the right environment. You become like the people you surround yourself with. If everyone around you is broke, negative, or afraid of risk, you'll end up the same. Build an ecosystem of growth. Follow creators who teach you about money. Read books that stretch your mind. Join communities that push you higher. Environment is stronger than willpower. Now picture your future self, 10 or 20 years from now. You're standing in front of your dream home, traveling freely, living life on your own terms. That version of you is waiting for the present you to make the first move. Your future self whispers, "Please, don't wait for the perfect time. Start now." Because there's never a perfect time. There's only now. Every day you wait is a day your money isn't working. The people who win aren't those who had it figured out. They're those who started before they were ready. Looking back, my biggest regret isn't the mistakes I made. It's the years I wasted believing I couldn't. Believing I needed more money, more knowledge, more confidence. But the moment I invested my first $50, everything changed. Because I wasn't just investing in the market, I was investing in myself. Start today. Invest your first dollar. Learn one new thing about money this week. Build momentum. When it gets hard, when you feel like it's not working, remind yourself every great story starts slow. Every seed takes time before it breaks through the ground. The people earning $17,000 a week aren't special, they're consistent. They show up for their future every day. You can too. And you are not behind, you are not late, you are not broken, you are right on time, and your future wealth depends on what you decide to do right now. So if you're ready to build your freedom, subscribe to this channel. Join a community of young investors rewriting their destiny. Comment below, "I'm starting today, so I know you're serious." And then watch my next video, 5 investments that turn $100 into $10,000. Because 1 year from now, you'll either be glad you started or wish you had. The choice is yours. Now, let's go deeper. Many people fail to grow wealth not because of numbers, but because of emotional debt. Financial trauma is real. Maybe you grew up hearing, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Rich people are greedy." Those ideas sink deep, making you feel guilty about wanting more. But abundance isn't greed. Abundance is freedom, the ability to help others, to give, to live fully. The moment you forgive your past relationship with money, you open the door to prosperity. Here's something powerful. Your bank account is a reflection of your beliefs, not your potential. If you believe you're not capable of wealth, your behavior will prove it right. But if you believe you deserve abundance, your actions will align. Rewriting those old beliefs is the foundation of true financial healing. And when the world seems unstable, during recessions, crashes, or uncertainty, that's when opportunity hides. The best investors in history built their wealth in downturns. While everyone else panicked, they prepared. When the market fell, they bought more, because they understood that chaos creates discounts. Fear blinds the crowd, but clarity builds fortunes. Remember, recessions don't destroy wealth, they transfer it, from the impatient to the patient. To think like the wealthy, you must learn how they view risk. The poor see risk as something to avoid. The rich see it as something to manage. The difference? Education and emotional control. Wealthy people don't gamble, they calculate, they diversify, they protect the downside while allowing the upside to grow. Every great investor knows you can't eliminate risk, but you can learn to control it. Discipline builds wealth faster than passion ever will. Passion gets you started, but discipline keeps you going when motivation dies. Build a routine. Read about finance 15 minutes a day. Track your spending. Automate your investments. Make your habits so strong that wealth becomes the side effect. Success is not something you chase, it's something you repeat. And when you finally begin to see results, Don't stop at personal freedom, think legacy. True wealth isn't just money, it's knowledge, values, and opportunity passed forward. Imagine your children growing up never having to start from zero because you built the foundation. That's generational wealth, and it begins with the courage to start now. So, as this video ends, take a deep breath. Feel that spark inside you, the part of you that wants more from life. That spark is your potential calling your name. Don't ignore it. Act on it, because one decision today can rewrite every chapter of your future. This is your moment. This is your turning point. Start small, start scared, but start now. Because freedom isn't found someday. Freedom begins the moment you decide you deserve it.